Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nenye. If this is your first time coming across this channel, then you're welcome. And also, for the purpose of this video, for newcomers that are just coming across my channel, I've made something similar in this video about squirting and orgasm. Okay, so you might also want to go check it out. And to my returning subscribers, you guys already know I love you guys. I heart you guys big time. Thank you for all the support and all the love. Now, without wasting much time, let's quickly dive right in. So guys, welcome back to this channel. Now we're going to be talking about how to make her squirt. Now, on this particular topic, I hope by the time you have watched this video to the end, you'll be able to understand and learn how to make your woman squirt, or things you need to know for ladies and men. And also, for the sole purpose of this video, I'm going to be kind of like talking about the men and the women, things you need to know. Like, I'm going to like divide it into two. I'm going to talk about the men's part and women's part. Okay, so when it comes to squirting, now I'm talking about the ladies. Okay, if you're going into the bedroom to have you know what I mean, with your man, and the only thing you have in mind is that I must squirt, then trust me, it is never going to happen. Trust me, it is never going to happen. I said it. I said so. Nenye said so. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has encountered something like this, or this has happened to. Like, when you're anticipating for something, you're like, oh, I want this, I can't wait for this thing to happen, I want this to happen, and then eventually it doesn't happen. Like, that time that you're eager, like you really need that thing, you might not get it at that particular time. It is going to happen when your mind is not there. Like, you're not waiting for it to happen. It's just going to happen on its own free will. It's exactly the same thing with squirting. Squirting is involuntary, remember. It is not something that it's going to happen. It's something that just comes out on its own. And it happens when your body is sexually aroused, sexually excited, like something new is about to happen to you. It's just like when you're traveling, like you're traveling to, maybe to another country. You've spent almost all your life in your country, and finally you're traveling. Maybe you're traveling with your spouse, your partner, and then because it's your first time, you're going to feel so excited, like your body can't contain the joy. You're overwhelmed. You even see yourself being like and maybe your partner has been someone that's been traveling since. He's going to be like, or she's going to be like, why are you embarrassing me? Comport yourself. But you, on your other hand, you don't even know when you're doing all those things, because your body is experiencing something new, a new adventure. You're all excited. That is how squirting happens. When something new is being introduced to your body, even if it's not something new, that it's something you and your man has been practicing, but as long as it always feels like something new when it's happening to your body, the probability that you're going to squirt is there. Okay, so squirting is something that you don't need to have it in mind. And I see a lot of ladies putting a lot of pressure on themselves. I mean, who is putting the pressure there? You are the one putting the pressure there, that you must squirt. You go into the room, oh, I must squirt today. If I don't squirt today, I kill my body. I kill you. You're not going to kill your body, because you can't force it. It's something that's going to happen on its own, involuntary. Okay, so stop going into the bedroom putting pressure on yourself. Even if your man is pressuring you, tell him, give my body time. You need to put in extra work for this to happen. It's not just me, it's about us. Okay, so the amount of pressure you put in there is going to make your body not to squirt. Okay, take for example, now you wanna go down with your partner, and you're like, I must squirt. Of course, your mind is already like programmed that you must squirt. So you're not in there for the pleasure. You're in there because you want to squirt. Do you get me? You're not in there because you want to go there and enjoy all the pleasure. You're in there because you're putting your mind that you must squirt, which is never going to happen. So instead of putting so much pressure on yourself that you must squirt, why not just enjoy yourself? Enjoy the pleasure. Allow yourself, free yourself, and take in everything. And even if you don't squirt at the end, the most important thing is that you enjoyed yourself and you came out there satisfied and fulfilled. But the more you keep putting pressure on yourself that you must squirt, it's not going to happen. And also, as a woman, if you want to squirt, for you to squirt, you have to be the one on top. At least I know that 60%, there are 60% chances that you're going to squirt if you are the one riding your man. If you're the one on top, you're going to squirt. Because when you are on top, you're the one controlling the depth of the penetration, right? You're the one, right? You're the one moving your body. And another thing is, you need to ride for your pleasure. When you're riding for your pleasure, you're going to squirt faster. Take for example, when you're riding your man, and then you look at your man's face and you see him moaning. And maybe you're not enjoying the whole thing, you're not enjoying the riding, but because you've seen your man, moaning with excitement, right? You'll be like, okay, let me just do it for my man. You're just riding to satisfy your man because you've seen that your man is all, enjoy what you're doing. But when you are riding for your pleasure, you might even come faster, which will even make you squirt. And the joy of riding a man is not just to satisfy him, but for your own pleasure. So you have to ride for your pleasure, so that when you're riding and you see yourself enjoying the whole thing, and then you look at his face and you see that he's moaning, he's speaking in tongues, you see him saying things that he doesn't even know. Like after everything I asked him, what were you saying? He'll be like, what did I say? Because he doesn't know what he's doing at that particular time. You both are enjoying yourself. You're not putting that thing on your mind that you must squirt. You're enjoying yourself. And because you see him, when you see your man moaning out of excitement, speaking in tongues, trust me, you're going to squirt faster. Men think that it is only when the woman is moaning and then the man comes faster. It happens to both men and women. When you see your man moaning, when you're riding and you see him speaking in tongues, saying, sometimes you even see him saying, oh, that money I kept under the bed, go and take it, it's all yours, baby. Oh. Because you know that you're the one, like it is you giving him that pleasure. It will make you come faster. You might even squirt in the process because you know that you're pleasuring someone's song and you're also pleasuring yourself. So that is the difference with ladies, okay? So when you want to squirt, try being the one on top. I'm not saying that you can't squirt when the man is riding you or you're doing any other style. You can. But I'm trying to say that chances that you're going to squirt is there if you're the one riding. If you really want to squirt, and even if you don't end up squirting, as long as you're fulfilled and you orgasmed and you enjoyed yourself, that should be the most important thing. And like I said, squirting is involuntary. Your body needs to be well stimulated. Your body needs to be well pleasured, not just penetration. It has to come with boob stimulation for it to happen. So remember, you need to be on top because chances are you're going to squirt. Now, I've talked about the women, what you should know. Now, over to men. Men, remember, you shouldn't put so much pressure on your woman, because I know some men take great joy when they see their women squirt because they feel like, oh, I'm pleasuring her. Oh, I'm a king in the game. Oh, I know how to do it well. But do not mount pressure on her because you want to see her squirt, because you're only going to make your, the whole thing not even pleasure, because all her mind is going to be that she wants to squirt for her man. But you also have to play a role in this. Remember, your woman's body needs to be well stimulated. And I don't just mean that you have to come and put your joystick inside. It doesn't just work that way. The only way that can happen is if your woman has not been sexually active for a while. Like, take for example, when a man has not been sexually active, let's say you have been, sexually active for a while, and finally, and at some point you decided to abstain from, having any sexual, thing. Definitely, when you finally get down with someone, you're going to release faster. It's normal. Yes, I know. You're going to release faster because your body is going to be like, wow, it's been long I did this. So because of the excitement and everything, you're definitely going to release faster. It's different for a virgin because he has not tried it before. So the body is going to feel like, okay, this is something new. But for someone who has always been sexually active and then finally gets down with their partner, they're going to kind of like come quickly because it's something like, oh, I've been doing this, but I stopped. So I'm all excited and, same thing goes for a woman. A woman who has been sexually active before, then finally stopped and finally wants to engage in, sexual acts, definitely she's going to come quicker, even just with penetration or maybe just with only boob stimulation. She's going to come quicker because her body's all excited that something is about to happen. Like, it's a new experience for her, so she's going to feel all excited even with just small touching and just using the right dirty talks. So, but when it comes to someone that is sexually active and wants to squirt, you have to go extra miles. You have to go extra miles, not just by, using only words, but you have to touch her very well. She has to be very stimulated, which involves both boob stimulation and clit stimulation. And you have to hit the G spot for her to squirt. Her body needs to be sexually excited, sexually aroused for that to happen. So this is the part where the man has to play a huge role. The man has to be extra. And now I'm going to be giving you guys some hints on things that you can do to make your woman squirt. Remember, like I said, you have to get the pressure off her shoulder for this to happen. She has to be physically and spiritually focused. Like her mind and her body has to be there, because there's some people that when they are doing this, like their body is there but their mind is not there. Like for example, someone that is thinking about squirting, all her mind is, I want to squirt. So she's not really enjoying the pleasure that is given to her. All her mind is positioned that I must squirt, come rain, come shine. So definitely she's not going to enjoy what is happening because her mind is already somewhere. So you have to be focused. Your mind has to be there, your body has to be there, and you have to concentrate for you to achieve that which you want to achieve. So you have to make sure that her body and mind is there with you when you are pleasuring her, and you have to take things slowly. You can even include dirty talks as you're pleasuring her and exploring her body. Now, like I said, I'm going to give you guys hints that you can use to try to make your woman squirt. First of all, you have to start by stimulating her boobs. Okay, you can do well to use your tongue to go around her boobs, her nipple, everything. Make sure that you use your hand. If one of your tongue is on one boobs, then your hand should be on the other. So as you're using your tongue to go around her boobs, you can use the other hand to fondue. I don't mean that you should press like you're pressing bread. I mean you should just fondue softly. And then for some women that don't usually get sensation on their boobs, because I know there are women like that no matter how well you touch them, they won't feel anything unless you go extra. So for those kind of women, you can try by using a toy. I mean, I've heard a lot of women that say that when their man is pleasuring them, especially on their two babies, they don't usually get that feeling. They are not really, it's like the whole thing is numb, that they don't get any feeling there. But when the man makes use of sex, all get excited because they know that the feeling is gonna be like wow, like it's something new. So you might want to try to get a sex that, or you can just start by giving her head, because I know that a lot of women get high, really high, when you give them head, and if you know how to do it very well. So yeah, then when you must have stimulated her boobies, for women who feel something when you touch them there, then you can go down with down by using your tongue to trace her navel. So you can, after you must have done this, you can use your tongue to trace down, and when you get to her navel, which is also quite sensitive, you can use your tongue to play there and maybe linger a little longer before you go down to her VJ. Now when you are going down to her VJ, you might want to start to use your finger to stimulate it. You need to put pressure in there for her to, for her body to vibrate and get ready for what is coming, for her to be able to squirt. So now, like I said, now you can use your two fingers, like the index finger and the ring finger. You can use it and then insert inside her VJ, like like try to do like you're kind of like massage, like you're teasing her. Remember, you have not used your joystick there, you're just using your finger to warm and tease her. Now when you know that she's kind of like getting or feeling something there, then you go on her clit and use your hand like a V, like a scissors, and grab her clit and start make sure that your hands are well lubricated, because if not, she's not gonna feel something. Use some lube to make things easier for you. Use your lubed hands to play on her clit, like you're grabbing it and holding it like up and down motion. And then by that time, she's kind of like getting somewhere. You're getting somewhere with her. Now what you can do is, when you know that she's already kind of like getting wet and feeling you, now you might want to use your joystick to just kind of tease her, like just kind of like use the tip of your joystick to insert on her VJ wall, but do not go deep. Just use it to play around her wall. At this point, for women that are highly sensitive down there, they might start begging you to insert it. Do not rush, okay? Just take your time. When you must have teased her, insert the full joystick inside her, but do not thrust in and out yet. Just insert it and pull it out just immediately you inserted it. Then go again and start using your joystick to play around her clit. Make sure as you're doing it, your hands are on her boobies, like you're fondling it and playing with it. And then use your joystick to play around it. At that point, you might be thinking that you want to insert and start thrusting. No, remember, you're warming her up for her to be able to squirt. Now, at this point, you start using your finger again and insert, and then, kind of like play with it like you're using your joystick to insert. At this time, her legs might be shaking like, oh my God, you're teasing her and you're getting her. This can actually put pressure on her to squirt. Right? Remember, teasing is something that can make them squirt. Do not just go and start inserting. So tease her first before doing the penetration. And then when you know that her body is all like waiting for you, that is when you should insert your joystick and start thrusting. And when you must have thrusted a little bit and you know that she's fully wet, then you can pull her up and let her be on top. Now when she's on top and she's riding, because you have put a lot pressure by teasing her, making her ready for everything, the probability that she's going to squirt is there. Remember, when you must have warmed her up by teasing her and everything, let her be the one on top to do the riding. That way, she's all wet and ready. And the more she's riding you with so much excitement, getting all the pleasure and pleasuring herself and you, probability that she's going to squirt is there. So guys, I hope and believe that this tip I have given you is helpful, because this tip has actually worked for a lot of people who has never experienced squirting. And I know squirting is something exciting, especially for the guys, because seeing their women squirt, they'll be like, oh my God, I'm good in the game. My God, my joystick is like, it's like the main thing, the game thing. But anyway, even if after everything you don't squirt, you are normal and there's nothing wrong with you. Like I said, not everyone can squirt, but not everyone can. So just try your best to stimulate your woman, and the woman also try your best to be present in what your man is doing to you. Do not go in there with the mindset that you're going to squirt, because it might never happen. Even if it happens, just know it's luck. But that particular time that you're feeling like you're going to do it, it's going to happen. It might not. Just go in there, have fun and enjoy yourself, and that is when you might experience squirting. So I hope this video and tips are helpful to you guys. I said this video is not gonna be long, but I don't know why my videos end up being long. Sometimes I come in here, I'm going to be like, I'm just going to talk like 10 minutes or maybe 8 minutes, and then my video ends up being 15 minutes. I don't know how I do it. And this video is way long, so I don't want it to be longer than this. I'm gonna be stopping here. I hope this video was helpful. You can also follow me on Instagram. There I also share tips and give in more practical on things that are going to be helpful out there, because here I'm restricted to post some kind of things, but there I am able to post like literally everything, and it's gonna be easier for you to grab what I teach here. So my Instagram is nenye_co. I'm also going to write it here for those that wants to follow me on Instagram. So see you guys in my next video. If you like this video, don't forget to give it the thumbs up, don't forget to like, share, and also hit the notification bell to get notified anytime I upload more of my videos. See you guys in my next video. Bye bye.